This week on Point Blank Outdoors.
The floodgates have opened. We see deer everywhere right now.
It's always coming.
Hey folks, welcome to this week's show. I'm Mark Hitcome. On this week's episode, we're headed all the way up to north central Nebraska. That's right, we're hunting with Scot Rosendahl of Nebraska Sandhills Outfitters. Now, I've been snake bit all season, and we're hoping that Scot's got the antidote to fix that. Welcome to this week's show. Whether in the fields, in the woods, or on the water, it really doesn't matter. That's your choice. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that you're out there doing what you love to do. This is Point Blank Outdoors. Point Blank Outdoors is fueled by Dead Ringer, Archery, Shotgun, and Tactical. There will be blood. Kishels, Scents and Lures. Get Kishels, get results. VK Plastics, makers of the world's strongest coat hanger. And Tacticam, built for hunters by hunters. Tacticam, share your hunt. Closed captioning provided by Steelhead Run Recreation Area, located on the shores of Lake Erie, nestled in the heart of world-renowned trout fishing. Here we are, baby, right foot down. We're burning through Iowa. We're headed to north central Nebraska. Our buddy Scot Rosendahl gave us a yell, told us to get up there. He's got some great bucks on trail camera, and I've been looking really forward to getting up there. I got Brian behind the camera, and like I said, we're putting the miles behind us. We're looking forward to this trip. Hang out with us. It's bound to be fun. Tomorrow's our hunt, so today is all about putting miles behind us. Here we go.
First good evening we're having, and we're going down in here. We got about a mile walk, but there's a lot of deer using this area. We're gonna go in there and get popped up in the stand. We'll see you in the stand. I've got an awesome scrape right here, and I just doused it with my mock scrape kit. I hit it the other day. They keep freshening it, so hopefully one of them big boys comes back to check and see who was in it. I'll be waiting for him. Got two does coming out. There's a third deer somewhere, but I don't know where it is. right straight to me. If he was by himself, I could have got it done, but
This portion of today's show brought to you by Cirrus Wind Indicator, the most sensitive and responsive wind indicator ever developed. In the world of white-tailed deer hunting, the scrape is certainly the single most important form of communication. Kischels realized this 25 years ago, and they developed the single most effective mock scrape kit on the market today. Glandular secretions from the preorbital, tarsal, and interdigital glands, along with enhancements for long-lasting performance, this mock scrape kit will stack the odds in your favor, especially when used in conjunction with the bacteria-free, pathogen-free scent granule. Use the mock scrape kit to take inventory on your property, to put more deer into your stand, and ultimately more bucks on the ground. Kischel Scents and Lures. Same game, new rules. Point Blank Outdoors is powered by Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on. Outdoor Edge quality knives for all your outdoor adventures. Setting the Hook fishing apparel with stay dry technology while you're setting the hook. Cirrus Wind Indicators, the most sensitive and responsive wind indicator ever developed. And Land Management Services, home of the PBO Hammer Mix. This portion of today's show brought to you by Advanced Takedown Tree Stands, changing the rules on hanging tree stands. Advanced Takedown Tree Stands. Well, here we go again. We are Nebraska bound. It is December 16th. We're driving back out. We're hunting with Nebraska Sandhill Outfitters. Scot Rosendahl called us up, said, get your butt back out here. I passed up a buck I shouldn't have when we were out there during archery season, and now we got the muzzleloader in hand. We're looking to even the odds. We're 6 hours into a 15-hour trip, so here we go. We're Nebraska bound. What's up? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, you too.
Oh, man. Hey, who turned the cold down? Oh my Lord! It is straight up cold out there.
I figured you guys brought that in.
It was 50s, all the way until we got to this side of Illinois, got into Iowa, and then it started cooling down.
Yeah,
When'd you get here?
Yesterday.
Oh, did you? Good deal. Seen the deer last night?
Yeah, they're moving.
Are they?
Yeah.
We saw a bunch on their feet on the way here. On the way in.
It was windy yesterday, so we kind of shut them down for a while, but
Yep.
should move tonight. So
Good deal. Should be good. I know we're an hour early, but couldn't help myself. It's time to make something happen, buddy. All right, here we go. All the BS is done. We're ready to roll. We went and set a blind real quick earlier for tomorrow evening or tomorrow morning, but we got a blind down here on a bluff. We actually hunted here about a month ago, and we're going to be overlooking the same field that we hunted. We asked for that spot, and he was very eager to get us back in there. Some good deer in there, so we're heading our butts in there. It's time to go kill something. This is round 2 of these Nebraska deer here, and it's time to even the odds.
it's 2:30 in the afternoon. We've already got deer moved. We got 4 out here in front of us, and that's a really good sign. Any luck, a big buck comes out tonight, and let me tell you, there's some big ones in here. I'm stoked already. First night. Brian, here's a good buck. Hour and a half into the hunt, and I just passed up a solid buck that we would definitely shoot back home. Again, I hope it doesn't. That's the 3rd time I've done that this year, so the deer, the floodgates have opened. We see deer everywhere right now, so that makes like 15, 16 deer we've seen so far.
Point Blank Outdoors is driven by Cherokee Sports, solutions for the sportsman. Cherokee Sports. Advanced Takedown Tree Stands, changing the rules on hanging stands. Advanced Takedown Stands. Bay Rat Lures, 100% American made. fishing makes life better. USA Trail Cameras, innovation, design, quality. And Monster Meal, attract, nourish, enjoy. Monster Meal for whitetail deer. This portion of today's show brought to you by Tacticam, built for hunters by hunters. Tacticam, share your hunt. Welcome back, folks. Now that 8-point was plenty big enough for this old boy to shoot, but we could see the bigger deer and more deer coming up out of the river bottom, headed to the cornfield. We knew right away that Scott put us in the right place, and we were in for a treat.
Different bucks and they're just piling out. Wait, oh, here comes another one. Thoroughly disgusted. We went down, checked where he was standing, followed him back in 150 yards down the trail he ran. There's no blood. We didn't hit him. No excuses. I suck.
Well, day one in Nebraska, Mr. Scot Rosendahl has done his job, and I threw an air ball. We go back to camp. We get up the next morning. We decide to have a nice breakfast. I get my stuff ready, and over breakfast, we decide that we're going back to the same spot. We're going to see if we can get a second chance at this buck.
Big dead. He's running. That was a dud. Then I get a dud. I had a good lie on him, held a little high on him, squeeze it off, and I get a dud. New powder, new primers. I threw it all away last night, but all fresh, new, right out of the box in today. I can't win. I don't even know what to say. I can't buy a deer.
Well, shot number 2 is squandered. The curse continues. Scott decides the next morning we're going to another place that he's got a buck patterned at. We go in there, starts getting light. The deer are on the move. We see some great bucks coming in. The one we're looking for is headed right to a draw where he's going to bed for the day. And lo and behold, the snake bites again. Coyotes come over the hill. They go into that draw, bust the bucks out. Shot number 3, out the door. Are you sick of finding your gear in the bottom of the closet? Well, so are we. Then we found VK Plastics, makers of the world's strongest coat hanger. VK Plastics has engineered a coat hanger that'll support all our gear and just about anything else, such as military or tactical, law enforcement, firefighters turnout gear, and even dive gear. Each one of these has 100+ pound shear strength. Heck, we've even hung a few deer off them. VK Plastics USA, makers of the world's strongest coat hanger. This portion of today's show brought to you by Outdoor Edge Quality Knives for all your outdoor adventures. Hey folks, welcome back. Now after being snake bit 3 times on this trip, I'm starting to get a little nervous, but Scott assures me he's got one more trick up his sleeve to help us get the job done.
All right, well, we got out of the stand this morning. We went back and had a quick bite to eat. We saw a pretty good buck way off in the distance go into a small finger, and Scott's gonna go up there and get to the top of it and just do a little bump on it and try and get them deer to get up on their feet and get down through here in midday. And then if that don't work, we're gonna go to a stand, but we have a feeling we're gonna see some deer, so hang tight. We're gonna go in here, hunker in next to a tree, and like I said, Scott's just gonna let his wind blow down through and bring deer right to us, hopefully. The wind is absolutely perfect. If that buck is still in there, hopefully he comes out. He puts the wind behind him and comes this way along this river. I've got 130 yards to the base of that mountain there. Hopefully they come through this draw. If they come through this pinch point, we should get a shot. So there's a good buck right there. Brian's gonna walk right in our opening. He's going in the dip. All I can see is his horns. There's nothing I can do with him. Nope. Lost him. Lost him. All right. Scott just went over the top of them fingers and just let his scent go down through there. Those deer came through. The deer quit moving. He's going to drop down across the river and go back towards his truck and let his scent blow up through this end of the flat on this side of the river. So we're gonna get up on top up here where we can see a little better, because it's all evergreens here, or cedars here, so we can't see anything. So let's get up there. All right, we can see down through this flat pretty good now, so hopefully they come down through. There's more deer coming. I think they're dropping in the cedars. He's just standing there. I can't see him. Just see legs. Oh, it's a good buck. It's a good buck. Going to the right. Head to the right. Well, that buck came right down through here, man. I don't know how I could have missed him, but we're gonna go down and check for blood. Come on. Did I get him? Yeah! Woo! Look, right? I thought there was no way I could have missed him, but give her that birthday. Beautiful. Look at the size of this thing.
Like I said, big body.
Big toad.
Oh! Are you kidding me? Oh! Scott, you have put us on deer from the first time we got here. I am tickled pink. This is a great buck, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, man. This is a great deer. It's been a long time coming, I'll tell you. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. That is a great deer. I couldn't ask for anything more than that. Well, I guess it turns out that the fourth time was a charm on this trip. Scott worked his tail off for us, and I've never been so happy to wrap my tag around an antler on a deer in my life. Now, while we were in camp, we had another guy in camp that we've become really good friends with, Mr. Matt Fries, and he took down a giant 12-point buck out there, and it was an awesome time. We went out, helped him recover it. I'll tell you what, Scott's really got the bucks out there, and if you're ever looking for a place to go, don't hesitate. Give the guy a call. He's covered up with bucks, and the guy knows what he's doing. We had a great time. It'll be an annual trip for us here at Point Blank Outdoors. Unfortunately, it's all the time we got for this week. We'll see you next week right here on Point Blank Outdoors.
Poor little mouse. He tried to throw over my coat.
Stay.
I'm Mark Hitcome with Point Blank Outdoors. Holy cow, Batman. Just got a coyote. Yodi came in at 15 yards, ran right by us. Boom. Game over for the Yodi. Gotta love it.
Thank you, Scott Rosendahl, buddy.